thanks for joining me today because we're going to talk about what's in my closet this week. I know one thing that we've talked about before is this color green that is so in and beautiful right now, okay? So I'm going to pull the pop in my sweater. I'm going to pull the pop in these shoes. These are from Jeffrey Campbell. They're a very easy on loafer, okay? And typically I think we think of a loafer as like that's a fall shoe. We got a spring shoe for you too here, okay? So it's got a great little gold detailing on here, which looks very high end, and I love a soft loafer so that, again, easy on, easy off. And with all those bunions that I have because of my age, they're just really formed to my feet really nicely and are super, super comfy. The jeans that I'm wearing today are from Citizens of Humanity. They're actually a trouser jean. So a lot of you are adding trouser jeans into your wardrobe. I'm gonna uncuff it just so you can see it for 1 second. They do run a little bit longer, which is great. It's a 33-inch inseam. So if it's a trouser look that you're looking for, this is the way to go, because you can also wear like an elevated shoe with it, maybe a wedge or something, and get that nice clean line. Or you can do what I did and get a really, really big cuff on it, which I am obsessed with. This whole look is really good for if you have to go into office, if you're on Zoom calls or whatever. A blazer always looks really professional. And back to the jeans, because they're so soft and comfy, when you're sitting on those Zoom calls, they're really comfortable. You're not feeling like jammed in there and really like having to suck it in. They're very comfortable, very soft. So back to the blazer. So a lot of times in spring, we want that extra little layer on there. We're tired of the big heavy coats, but we still need a little something to like just cut the breeze a little bit. A blazer I love, again, this one is by Eve. It's a lightweight linen. Love me a lightweight linen because with the white, it's nice and crispy. The color, again, works so well heading into spring. The fabrication is light. You can layer things underneath it, and it always looks very professional no matter what you have going on. So it just, again, elevates that every day that we've talked about doing before. Popping the collar, which I always do, and I always push up the sleeves just a little bit, again, to add movement into your whole outfit. Underneath, I layered this great little V-neck t-shirt. It's got a little bit of a cap sleeve on here too. Nice little detailing right here around the V-neck. This one is by Frame. So I like it. It's a little bit oversized, which I actually enjoy because it keeps it from looking too like businessy and corporate and gives a little more softer feel. Throwing this little sweater over top, this one's by Spiritual Gangster. Throwing this one over top balances out your color with your green on the bottom, and again balancing the green up on the top, but it also gives you the option as your day goes on, if when you're done with that Zoom call you want to shed the blazer, you can easily put the sweater over top. I'm kind of obsessed with this little layered set here. This one is by Love AJ. I'm going to tell you it's 2 necklaces. They come together. You can wear them separate or you can layer them together, which of course is the look right now that I really love because the jewelry really puts everything together head to toe as you're ready to go out the door. I wanted to show you the sweater on its own with just the denim. Again, a little more casual look, or as your day goes on and you want to shed the blazer, you can pop on the sweater. You can mix different hues. I'm giving you permission to do that, okay? I just wanted to point that out. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy. They just are complementary to each other, which is a great look as well. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the typical day that I have at work. I do, like in that last outfit, I do have moments where I have Zoom calls, where I have meetings that I need to be at, where I do want to look a little more professional. Then I have the days when I just gotta get down and dirty and get my hands dirty and really have fun with merchandising, which is what I do. And there's a lot of walking, there's a lot of moving around the stores, there's a lot of up and down and lifting mannequins and all the things which I love to do. And during those days, I need to have an outfit that looks great, but is also incredibly comfortable. This is what's in my closet right now. These are by Papilio. This is a great shoe because look at how the platform on this, and again, super comfortable. You can wrap these around whatever forms to your foot, whatever's most comfortable. It's got the little foot pad underneath that again gives you that support. It's a great shoe that you can wear professionally, like in my role, I can easily wear that to work, but I can also use it casual as the day goes on. You've seen me wear these before. These are some favorites of mine. It's not just the cut of these, which I love a little wide leg. These are the Meg wide leg longs by Cut. It's the patch pockets that I love. It's also the fabrication because it is a little bit softer denim. It's not quite so stiff. So as I'm going up and down on my knees and rising up on ladders and all the things, it just moves right with me. And again, so comfortable. Love that silhouette, especially for those of you that are tall. You're gonna love these longs. Another trend that's really happening right now is the terry cloth trend. I'm leaning really into that with this great little polo shirt. This one is by Eve. It's got a little snap front here. And again, not just on my crispy white collared shirts, but any shirt that has a collar, I'm gonna pop that just a little bit because it adds a little bit of dimension and also makes it look a little more elevated for your everyday. It's got a fun little, almost like not a puff sleeve, but it kind of gives you a little volume here because of the cuff here. And another thing that I love is the banding on the bottom. So it creates a waistline for you and really gives you that hourglass shape that we're always looking for. I add just a little bit of jewelry, again, because it is a little more casual. I kept on a very, very simple, tiny hoop earring on here by Goriana. And then I stacked 2 little sets of fun bracelets together. This one especially I love because it has that beautiful green that is in the coloring of my shirt, as well as the white in my shoes. You're gonna notice that in all 3 of the outfits that I did, I had a statement shoe. And that is something going into the spring and summer season that you're really going to wanna keep in mind as you're styling your outfitting, okay? So the ones that I have on are these darling little, it's almost like a little gladiator sandal from Mana B. It's got a little bit, it's like a little raffia wrap around here. One thing I love, as you always know, I love having the option of the sandal where it can kind of wrap around your bunions if you have those. It's got a beautiful little leather footbed that makes it really comfortable for flat walking for those of you that don't necessarily like a high pitch in your shoe. Moving on to the dress. This is by Monroe. It is the perfect spring dress, and I'm going to tell you why. This poplin fabrication is so fun and so crispy, and it kind of moves as you move. But then the top half, it's a little tank top, and it's sweater fabrication. Okay, so again, as you're kind of moving out of those cooler temps into the warmer temps, it's the perfect combination that goes so nicely together. Now, if you do still need another layer, because like here in Minnesota, we're still hitting 50, maybe, hopefully, I just popped on this neutral little jacket by Paige. I love the crop here because the crop kind of mimics the little higher waist that goes on here, so it goes really well together. I love a little bit of a raw edge on there because it keeps a little bit edgy, not quite so buttoned up, okay? As always, I'm pushing up that sleeve, I'm popping that collar. Check out the little puff right here, which makes it very girly, so feminine, especially for an elevated event if you're doing like a brunch or something like that, where you just want to have that little touch of, again, feminism. That's the way to go. I'm used to carrying the big bag that has 100,000 things in it, and sometimes when I'm going out, all I need are my sunnies, my car keys, my credit card, and my phone, and this fits it perfectly. Has a little tiny, like 2 little handles on the top, but it's this little crossbody that makes it so fun with a beautiful little detailed leather here. It's a little palm tree. How fun is that? Just to add to a little bit of nod to summer. I'm gonna need some sunnies and there's this new brand that we have that we're carrying. It's Crew, okay? Love these sunglasses so much. I'm gonna pop them on just so that you guys can see them a little bit closer. Love the hue, okay? And then also, it's almost got like a beautiful little frame around it, almost like a little shell. That's what it actually reminds me of, leaning into, again, the summer. But so fun, you can pop those on your head, pop them in your cute little bag. You can hang them on the front of your dress, whatever you wanna do, okay? You can even pop them in the pockets of your dress because you know what, there's pockets in this dress, but you know how I love the pockets. And then as far as jewelry, I just added on a little Jenny Bird hoop. There's a lot going on in the outfit as far as the bag and the buttons and all the things, so I just kept it really simple. We would love to have you come in stores. I'm telling you, there's so many great things right now. And again, if a store isn't close to you, we do have Trend Sense. Check that out. We'll got you covered.